We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Sooners will put it away to start the game. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Off from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab. It's Jones.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Give to the running back. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And some room to work. Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And under the watchful eye of touchdown Jesus, the Irish are starting to roll on the ground.
Starting to get that big physical ground game going. And one thing you know about Notre Dame traditionally over the years, offensive line play is always great. They're always making holes, and they're always playing super physical.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. They'll give it to the back. Look out, he's got room. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll leave it with him. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking down. Just as he released the pass, it's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Snagged in the middle, it's King. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. To the air, it's Randall. Fires on the move. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And I think early in the football game, man, you're figuring out the win. And I think he kind of underestimated that a little bit. Like, throws that football, the wind knocks it down a little bit. The defense takes advantage with some early momentum on that interception.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give on the inside. A 7-yard pickup, it'll be 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover 0, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. The lone back's got it. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Randall. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the right. Touchdown Sooners! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Clemson was able to finish off a close one in Death Valley today. They did just enough, both offensively and defensively, to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They go to the ground. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Flips it out in the flat. There he goes. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Trying the left side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Fearsome pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the ground with the back. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
Well, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting the tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for room, it's Kane. Runs through a tackle.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Scanning the field, it's Randall. Shoots it to the left. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time. And the Sooners decide to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Secures it at the 30. He gets a block. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Larson. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Right back to the well. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. To the air, it's Carr. Pocket breaking down. It's complete. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. That pass is incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Randall. They've got the screen set up. Still on his feet at the 35. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for a man. It's Randall. They'll run the screen. No sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
This crowd knows when to bring it. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Not a chance. Missed it. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Running to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Going with the counter play here. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. To the air, it's Carr. Looking to buy time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble, move the sticks, get us first down for his offense. This defense, they're starting to learn pretty quickly. This guy is a talented joker at quarterback.
Making side adjustments here. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Might be looking to run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, getting him to the ground for no gain.
Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Right back to the well. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking for a man. It's Randall. Throws to the tight end. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Non-native receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Turning it on. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're all locked up here in the 3rd quarter as he's set to kick it away. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Washington. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Thomas. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally with the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Dropping back, it's Randall. Under fire! And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Flips it out on the screen. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Dropping back, it's Randall. He's got his man, makes the grab. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
Great job by the running back here on that 3rd down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these 3rd down type plays to move the sticks.
Wants to throw again. The throw to the outside is complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And you can see why it's so tricky for a defense to have to stop these draw plays. Everything the offense is doing is telling you pass. The quarterback, the offensive line, the running backs delaying. You've taken your deep drop in coverage, and now you've got to rally and find the football and do it trying to avoid these big 300-pound bodies running at you full speed. Not an enviable task.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
The Sooners with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver going in motion. To throw, it's Randall. Moving away from pressure. He's going to take off. Powers through the defender. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
Bad news for the defense. They gave up a first down on a scramble. Good news, though, they got a lick on that quarterback. That is a dream shot for anybody on defense. So, yeah, you might have made a good play individually. Good job, bud. Attaboy. You might get a helmet sticker for that, but you're also going to be in the ice bath after the game.
And the Sooners will try to punch it in on first and goal. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
They'll run it here on third and goal. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be fourth down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you've got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
On first down, he just sneaks it ahead, though. It's a little unusual play call.
Well, they tried to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped them.
Did a great job. Listen, everybody knows what's coming. You know it's a quarterback sneak. It's still hard as heck to stop, but nice job by the defensive lineman. Get off the football. Don't allow...
Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Running back searching for a hole. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Leaves it with the running back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll move the tight end. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. That's caught. It's Gilbert. Oh, he's got some space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. They trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Oh, he's got a chance. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down.
3:25.
Motion from the wideout. They'll give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Here's a heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Using the quick game. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
Hunt is on its way. And they'll just down it right there.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Gives them some room to up.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Randall. Hauls it in. The Sooners get the first down. Good job by find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
And the Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Power football with the run. Shows him the stiff arm. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
The Sooners are rolling down the field. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Well, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Gets it to him on the screen. Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
To have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Notre Dame now facing 3rd and inches. Back to throw, it's Carr. Firing to the right, complete. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Slams it ahead. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Notre Dame. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5, and the returner will be brought down. The offense buried deep in its own end, desperately needing to score, and they better lock it down because that pass rush is coming. He lost one down the sideline. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. And on the interception return, he'll finally be stopped at the 33.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Bonner, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to